Om Shri Gurubhyo Namah. Welcome to the last episode of the meanings of Argala Stotram. We have seen the verses 1 to 7 explained in detail in the earlier episodes. In each episode, I explained the story of the Devi's fight with various asuras and her defeat of these negative forces. I also explained the hidden symbolism in these stories. Navratri is celebrated as our fight with the negative forces within us, which we can win by the grace of the goddess. In this episode, I will explain the rest of the stotram. The remaining verses now appeal to the goddess to grace us with her help in this fight, not just during this period, but all the time, because it is a fight which happens within each of us on a regular basis. We also appeal to her to bless us in many other ways. Let me start by repeating the meaning of the refrain. Every verse of this stotram ends with this line. Rupam dehi jayan dehi, yasho dehi dvisho jahi. Rupam dehi. Give me good form or beauty. Beauty in a person is not just about physical features. Someone who has exquisite beauty may be cruel from inside, and that will make their beauty look unappealing. Thus, Rupam is not just about physical features, it is about inner beauty, the beauty of one's character. This is what we appeal to the Devi about. Oh Devi, please give me a good character in life. But there is also another meaning for Rupam. Rupam also refers to Atma Swarupam, the immortal, true form, the Atman, knowing which is the goal of every soul. Thus, Rupam Dehi is also an appeal to the Devi to transform one spiritually. Jayam Dehi, give me victory in life. Life is a mixed bag. We face good and bad periods. We seek success in our endeavors and we ask the goddess to grant it to us. This is our requirement in daily life. Jayam Dehi, give me victory. At the same time, Jayam is also about spiritual growth and wisdom. While victory in our daily endeavors gives us a sense of accomplishment, it only leads us to yearn for more success and victories. True victory is in realizing that every moment in life, whether in success or failure, is a moment of learning. When we learn a lesson, we have gained victory. In this way, every day is a journey towards wisdom and a victory over ignorance. And this is the victory we ask for. Jayam Dehi. Next is Yasho Dehi. Give me fame. What is fame? If I am known among my neighbors or my relatives, friends or colleagues, I am famous. I can also be famous in my profession, society, in the country or even in the world. Whatever the type of fame, it gives us limited moments of glory in life. For example, an actor or a sportsperson is remembered for a generation or two. A politician, a king, poet or artist may be remembered for a few centuries. Whereas, there is also fame that is lasting. It is a fame of true victory, the victory over the cycle of life and death. When we exit the cycle of samsara, there is no returning to this world. That is everlasting victory and the lasting fame which we may seek. Yasho Dehi. Then comes Dvisho Jahi. Please defeat all my enemies. Most stotras have this type of prayer asking for help to defeat enemies. In truth, how many of us have enemies? Not many. Unless we have wars, we do not have enemies who need to be defeated. So, generally we take this phrase to mean fellow contenders in projects or rivals in some area. But that is not the case. It actually means enemies. This phrase refers to defeating enemies who are not just external enemies, but the enemies within us. Our own internal enemies, which are called the Shad Ripus, the 6 enemies. They are Kama, desire, Krodha, anger, Lobha, greed, Moha, delusion, Mada, pride, and Matsarya, envy. All our strife in everyday life is a consequence of these 6 emotions which play havoc with our mind, affecting our actions and health. Let's start with Kama. Kama or desire is the longing for something that we don't have. Desires constantly keep us in a state of unhappiness and dissatisfaction. It robs us of the enjoyment of life. Apart from being our foremost enemy, desire also gives rise to the other 5 enemies. When a desire is not fulfilled, we get angry. Thus, Krodha is born. Krodha hurts both ourselves and others in mind and body. Desire is like a fire. The more we feed it, the more it grows. Every desire fulfilled gives rise to many more desires. And life becomes a constant effort to fulfill them at any cost. Thus is born greed, Lobha. When we desire someone or something, we believe that possessing them will give us happiness. But that possession does not give long-lasting happiness. It is just a delusion, a belief which is not true. That is Moha. Chasing desires is a never-ending chain of unhappiness. When we fulfill each desire, our sense of importance increases. Inversely, when we cannot fulfill a desire, we feel small. This false sense of self-worth robs us of happiness. This is pride, Mada. And lastly, when we see the others' desires are fulfilled more than ours, we feel jealous, Matsarya, unhappy that they are happy and we are not. That isolates us from our friends and family and makes us more unhappy. So we see that each of these emotions disturb our chance to be peaceful and happy. That is why they are called our internal enemies and they must be conquered. Dvisho Jahi, please defeat them. If you notice, there are 2 meanings to each of these words. One denotes the gains in this life and the other denotes the boon of exiting the cycle of life. Thus, this stotra is both for householders in search of a better quality of life and those who want to go beyond it as well. Devi is the one who keeps us trapped in this world by weaving the web of illusion, Maya Shakti, and it is only her grace which can help us unveil it too. So depending on our stage in life, we may want the comforts of the world, which she will bestow happily, or we may want to go beyond it all, for which she will show the way. Thus, Rupam Dehi, Jayam Dehi, Yasho Dehi, Dvisho Jahi literally means give me beauty, success, fame and freedom from enemies, and it also indicates the goal of the Jivatma to find its true form, Atma Swarupam, to gain victory over ignorance, to get fame through realization and defeat all emotions which rob one of everlasting happiness. This is the line which we'll repeat after each verse, starting from verse 8. Now, let us begin with verse 8. Vanditanghriyuge Devi Sarva Saubhagyadayini Rupam Dehi Jayam Dehi Yasho Dehi Dvisho Jahi. Vanditanghriyuge, whose 2 feet are praised by all. Devi, O Devi. Sarva Saubhagyadayini, one who is the bestower of all welfare and good fortune. O Devi, whose 2 feet are praised by all. Rupam Dehi Jayam Dehi, Yasho Dehi Dvisho Jahi. Grant me beauty, victory, fame and freedom from enemies. Achintya Rupa Charite Sarva Shatru Vinashini Rupam Dehi Jayam Dehi Yasho Dehi Dvisho Jahi. Achintya Rupa Charite, one whose form and acts are beyond comprehension. Achintya means unimaginable. She is the origin of all Srishti. Thus, her nature cannot be understood by us who are bound within Srishti. Sarva Shatru Vinashini, one who is the destroyer of all enemies. Rupam Dehi Jayam Dehi Yasho Dehi Dvisho Jahi. Grant me beauty, victory, fame and freedom from enemies. Natebhyas sarvada bhaktya chaparne duritapahe. Rupam Dehi Jayam Dehi Yasho Dehi Dvisho Jahi. Natebhyas sarvada, those who bow down constantly. Bhaktya cha, and with true devotion. Aparne duritapahe, O Devi Aparna, the one who saves these devotees from committing wrongful deeds. Even if we are inclined to do something wrong, then Devi by her grace saves us from doing these wrongful deeds. Rupam Dehi Jayam Dehi Yasho Dehi Yasho Jahi. Grant me beauty, victory, fame and freedom from enemies. Stuvadbhyo bhakti purvam tvam Chandike vyadhinashini. Rupam Dehi Jayam Dehi Yasho Dehi Dvisho Jahi. Stuvadbhyah, those who praise. Bhakti purvam, with great devotion. And whom do they praise with great devotion? Tvam, you. Chandike, O Chandika Devi. Vyadhinashini, the destroyer of illness. O Chandika Devi, those who praise you with full devotion, you destroy their diseases and ailments. Rupam Dehi Jayam Dehi Yasho Dehi Dvisho Jahi. Please grant me beauty, victory, fame and freedom from enemies. Chandike Satatam Yuddhe Jayanti Papanashini. Rupam Dehi Jayam Dehi Yasho Dehi Dvisho Jahi. Chandike, O Chandika Devi, Satatam Yuddhe Jayanti, who is always victorious in battle. Papanashini, O destroyer of wrongful deeds. O Chandike Devi, who is always victorious in battles and who is the destroyer of all sins, please grant me beauty, victory, fame and freedom from enemies. Dehi Saubhagyam Arogyam Dehi Devi Param Sukham. Rupam Dehi Jayam Dehi Yasho Dehi Dvisho Jahi. Dehi, please bestow. Saubhagyam Arogyam. Saubhagyam means welfare and prosperity, and Arogyam means no illness, which means good health. So, Dehi Saubhagyam Arogyam is please bestow welfare, prosperity and good health to me. Dehi Devi Param Sukham. Oh, please Devi, give me the supreme happiness. And supreme happiness is basically moksha, but literally it can mean a lot of happiness. Rupam Dehi Jayam Dehi Yasho Dehi Dvisho Jahi. Please grant me beauty, victory, fame and freedom from enemies. Videhi Devi Kalyanam Videhi Vipulam Shriyam. Rupam Dehi Jayam Dehi Yasho Dehi Dvisho Jahi. Videhi Devi, please bestow, O Devi, Kalyanam. Kalyanam means well-being. Videhi Vipulam Shriyam. Videhi is once again please bestow. Vipulam means abundant. Shriyam is prosperity. So Devi, please bestow well-being and abundant prosperity. Rupam Dehi Jayam Dehi Yasho Dehi Dvisho Jahi. Please grant me beauty, victory, fame and freedom from enemies. Videhi Dvishatam Nasham Videhi Balamuchakaihi. Rupam Dehi Jayam Dehi Yasho Dehi Dvisho Jahi. Videhi Dvishatam Nasham. Please grant me destruction of my enemies. Videhi balamuchakaihi. Please give me strength of the greatest level. Please grant me the destruction of my enemies as well as give me strength of the greatest level. Rupam dehi jayam dehi, yasho dehi dvisho jahi. Grant me beauty, victory, fame and freedom from enemies. Surasura shiro ratna nigrishta charanembike. Rupam dehi jayam dehi, yasho dehi dvisho jahi. Sura, Asura. Suras are the Devas and Asuras are the opposite of Devas. Shiro Ratna, the crown jewel. Nigrishta, rubbed. Charanembike, which is Charanau Ambike. Charanau means feet and Ambike means O Ambika Devi. So this complete phrase, Surasura Shiro Ratna Nigrishta Charanembike means O Ambike Devi, at whose feet the Devas and Asuras touch their crown jewels. This means that the Devas and Asuras both prostrate before you, O Devi. Rupam Dehi Jayam Dehi, Yasho Dehi Dvisho Jahi. Please grant me beauty, victory, fame and freedom from enemies. Vidyavantam Yashasvantam Lakshmivantam Cha Mankuru. Rupam Dehi Jayam Dehi, Yasho Dehi Dvisho Jahi. Vidyavantam means replete with knowledge. Yashasvantam means replete with fame. Lakshmivantam, replete with prosperity. Cha means and. Mam Kuru, make me. So this phrase means, O Devi, please make me replete with knowledge, fame and prosperity. Rupam Dehi Jayam Dehi, Rasho Dehi Dvisho Jahi. Please grant me beauty, victory, fame and freedom from enemies. Devi Prachanda Dordanda Daitya Darpani Shudini. Rupam Dehi Jayam Dehi, Yasho Dehi Dvisho Jahi. Devi, O Devi, Prachanda, terrible, Dordanda, long-armed or far-reaching, and Darpa is pride. Daitya, Daitya are Asuras. There are two sets of Asuras. One set are Daityas, the sons of Diti, and the other are Danavas, the sons of Danu. So here the reference is to the Daityas. O Devi, destroyer of the pride of the terrible far-reaching Asuras. Rupam Dehi Jayam Dehi, Yasho Dehi Dvisho Jahi. Please grant me beauty, victory, fame and freedom from enemies. Prachanda Daitya Darpagne Chandike Pranatayami. Rupam Dehi Jayam Dehi, Yasho Dehi Dvisho Jahi. Prachanda is terrible, Daitya are the Asuras, and Darpa is pride. Ghne is O destroyer. So Prachanda Daitya Darpa Ghne is O Devi, the destroyer of the pride of terrible Asuras. Chandike Pranatayami, O Chandike Devi, my obeisance to you. Please grant me beauty, victory, fame and freedom from enemies. Chaturbhuje Chaturvaktra Samstute Parameshwari. Rupam Dehi Jayam Dehi, Yasho Dehi Dvisho Jahi. Chaturbhuje, O Devi who sports four arms. Chaturvaktra Samstute. Chaturvaktra means one who has four faces, and that refers to Brahmadeva, the creator. Samstute, one who is praised by. O Devi who sports four arms and one who is praised by Brahmadeva. O Devi, please grant me beauty, fame, victory and destruction of my enemies. Krishnena samstute Devi Shashwad Bhaktya Sadambike. Rupam Dehi Jayam Dehi, Yasho Dehi Dvisho Jahi. Krishnena Samstute Devi, O Devi who is praised by Sri Krishna. Shashwat Bhaktya, continuously with devotion. Sada, always, O Ambika. So, O Ambika Devi, who is always praised by Lord Krishna with a continuous flow of devotion, please grant me beauty, victory, fame, and freedom from enemies. Himachala Sutanath Samstute Parameshwari. Himachala Suta, daughter of Himavan, the Himalayas. Who is this? It is Parvati Devi. Natha means Lord. So the Lord of Parvati Devi, which means Sri Shiva. Samstute, one who is praised by. Himachala Suta Natha Samstute means she who is praised by Sri Shiva, the husband of Himachala's daughter. Parameshwari, O Parameshwari. O Parameshwari, please grant me beauty, victory, fame and freedom from enemies. Indrani Pati Sadbhava Pujite Parameshwari. Parameshwari, O Parameshwari Devi. Indrani Pati. Indrani is Indra's consort. Indrani Pati means Indradeva. Sadbhava Pujite, who is worshipped with true devotion. O Parameshwari Devi, who is worshipped with true devotion by Indradeva, please grant me beauty, victory, fame and freedom from enemies. Devi Bhakta Janodama Dattanando Dayembike Rupam Dehi Jayam Dehi Yasho Dehi Dvisho Jahi. Devi Bhakta Janodama. Bhakta Jana are devotees. Uddama means boundless or unrestrained. Datta means given. Ananda means joy. And Udaya is rise. So now this Ambike, who is described as Bhakta Janodama Dattanandodaye, one who gives rise to an upsurge of boundless joy in the hearts of the devotees. Please grant me beauty, victory, fame and freedom from enemies. Bharya Manoramam Dehi Manovrittanusaarinim Rupam Dehi Jayam Dehi Yasho Dehi Dvisho Jahi. Bharya means wife, Manoramam is one who pleases the heart. Bharya Manoramam Dehi is please grant me a wife who is pleasing to me. Mano Vrittanusaarinim. Mana Vritti means movement of the mind. Anusarinim is she who is got a similar movement of mind. So let me have a compatible spouse. Please grant me beauty, victory, fame and destruction of my enemies. Tarini Durga Samsara Sagarasya Chalodbhave Rupam Dehi Jayam Dehi Yasho Dehi Dvisho Jahi. Tarini, one who helps us cross over. Durga, Samsara Sagarasya, the very difficult to cross ocean of worldly existence. Achalodbhave, she who is born of the mountain. So that again is a reference to Parvati Devi. O Parvati Devi, the one who helps us to cross the difficult ocean of worldly existence, please grant me beauty, victory, fame and freedom from enemies. Idam stotram pathitva tu mahastotram pathinnarah saptashatim samaradhya varamapnoti durlabham. Idam stotram, this stotram, patitvatu, having read this, mahastotram, the great stotram, which is the reference to Durga Saptashati stotram, pathinnarah, may people read that. So first read this Argala stotram and then follow it up with the Durga Saptashati stotram. Saptashatim Samaradhya. This Argala stotram is revered as equal to Saptashati stotram. Varamapnoti Durlabham. Even very difficult to attain boons can be obtained by reciting this stotram. Please grant me beauty, victory, fame, and freedom from enemies. So, this is the Falashruti, last verse, which explains the benefit of this complete stotram. Do subscribe, like, and share with like minded friends. Thank you for watching. Harihi Om.